I am sitting right now with Raif, who is a screenwriter, a professional screenwriter. Welcome to the to the Canadian Independent Film Festival.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Well, we're very happy to have you. We were chatting a bit off the camera, so I have tons of questions to ask you. So I'm going to try to have targeted questions here.
Sure.
In your film, in your script, that is named Canada Remembers. It's very patriotic as a title. So tell me more. It sounds patriotic. I'm sure the story is.
Yeah, thank you. So the Canada Remembers is a film based on a true story, but not in one storyline. It's like combining like a number of true stories. It's about a relationship between the immigrants and the patriots of Canada. The Patriots of Canada, I don't think there is enough light shed on that, where they go out to fight in foreign wars and sacrifice their lives, which is the ultimate sacrifice. Their families are left to bear the pain and the loss. However, in return, those foreign countries are sending immigrants to Canada to have a better life. That exchange of, like the relationship exchange, I don't think we focused or projected the light on that before. So now I believe, hopefully through this screenplay, I'm trying, and the true story behind it, I'm trying to shed the light on that in order to urge the immigrants to know that someone actually paid the price for the better life they are having in Canada. And then hopefully, by the time they arrive to Canada, they put on their lists of things to do is to appreciate the families who lost a loved one in a foreign war, which they have nothing to do with.
Well, that's a very touching move that you did to decide to write about this idea.
Thank you.
However, I want to dig deeper in this. What made you write this story exactly? What was your inspiration? You know, sometimes someone says one line, or we see one photo, or I don't know, we experience something, and us as filmmakers and writers, we get inspired by this. So I'm sure that something something did inspire you. Can you please share with me your inspiration?
Sure. So I specialize in writing true stories, drama. I'm like, I don't go anywhere with fiction. Now, this is story mostly like, most of the stories I write based on personal experience. I was actually myself walking one day in the streets here in the city, and a woman, very nice, very presentable, but like she was very unhappy, and she stopped me by the streets, and then like, she just said, "Excuse me, I have a question." And she was almost crying, and she said, like, "I have things for my late husband who passed away 2 weeks ago, and I'm trying to give it away. Can I give them to you?" And I helped people all my life in different countries that I went. I love to make charities contribution. However, at that moment, I was kind of brain oriented in my education in Canada, where they told us that be careful of strangers, you are new here, whatever. So at that moment, ironically, I helped all the people in my past, but this woman who was really in a loss, I couldn't help her. So I just said, "No, thank you." And I walked away. And that really touched me so hard, like it was like, because she was really genuine and apparently very unhappy. So at that time I said, like, who am I to stop the cycle of helping each other to survive? And I actually did not help this woman. And on the contrary, I helped everybody else. But at that very moment, because I felt so sorry for her, like I couldn't help her, I couldn't at least make her happy by taking the stuff, which I don't know what they are. But I learned immediately that there must be like a context where actually immigrants, they come here and appreciate the people who sacrifice their loved ones in foreign wars in exchange for immigrants to come here and have a better life. So that inspired me to write the whole story.
Well, I hope this woman is now hearing this interview,
hopefully.
And I hope she knows that her tragedy actually inspired a writing for a screenplay, and hopefully we're going to see it on a big screen and tell all the audience about it. As you were speaking right now, I saw in your words a background of a big cultural background, let me say that. Like, you come from another country, you settled here, you're a Canadian right now, and you appreciate, obviously, Canada, just like you appreciate your country. So how much this big cultural background influenced your work or pushed you to move forward with your art career?
Definitely. So I had a different career before. Like I was a professional corporate person. I did build a big career, but I knew that I wanted to make movies since I was like 12. And a few years ago, I stopped everything. I just quit it for no reason except to pursue my passion, because I just realized life is too short and beautiful to do something that you are not really yourself. So that big career, all the corporation, all the travels. I lived in 4 countries before, where I explored different kind of cultures and rich knowledge and experience. Now I'm trying to convey that into writing my specialty, which is my passion also, which is the true stories drama.
And now that you're a writer, you're a screenplay writer, your job finishes when the paper are done and
Yes.
they're ready to be shot. Sometimes writers do interfere in the filmmaking process, and sometimes not. They just see their films on that big screen.
Yeah.
So let's put a scene where your film is already shot and it's already being screened.
Yeah.
I know the message of your film, but I really want to know what are the questions you want your audience to ask themselves.
The questions they have to ask themselves is why we are here today, to the level of the gaps between people sacrificing their lives and more immigrants are coming, having a better life. Who should be appreciated and who really paid the price? So this price is, in my opinion, paid by the families, Canadian families who lost a loved one. They were not defending Canada itself, their home country. They were defending foreign wars and foreign countries which have domestic unrest. And in return, again, the immigrants are coming here for a better life, which we all love and appreciate. There is no problem in that. I'm just trying to focus and deliver my message of appreciation, that we must appreciate the Canadian patriots and the war veterans and all the people, the families who lost a loved one, whether fully or partially or just psychological damage, which is also as bad as losing someone, into Canada.
That's actually a very nice message to put on a film. So thank you for that. Thank you for having this very targeted voice, because it's actually very targeted, and it's very important to shed the light on this. Where are we now in this process? It's already done. You wrote the film. It's already done. Obviously, you submitted to the Canadian Independent Film Festival, but is it already rolling in the sense of, are you shooting the film? Do you have producers? Did you choose a filmmaker? Tell me about this process of it.
Yeah, so when I started my career in filmmaking, I was a filmmaker. I did the whole story, writing, directing, producing, and editing. All the details I was involved in. I produced successfully 6 short films so far. But then I found that I have more stories to tell than to consume all my time and energy into creating those movies. So now I'm trying to focus as me and my role, to be more specific and to save more time than the time that I already spent in the other corporate career, by being the storyteller. So this screenplay is done now. It's a short film, and it's done, and I submitted it already to festivals, and I got a few selections and a few nominations as well. But again, I'm looking just for a producer to take care of that and deliver the message behind it.
So if there's any producers watching, we have a script for you to read. Thank you very much, Raif, the writer of Canada Remembers. Thank you for submitting to the Canadian Independent Film Festival.
Thank you.
And we're very happy to have you among us.
Thank you very much again. Thank you.